Mga civilian patay yun.
Any civilians wiped out during the war because his cousins, bisag bata lo, young and old, babies.
Panuhugon mga bata.
She said they got bayonet that they barbecue the kids. Bayoneta tuhugon jud. So nakakita ka lo.
Oh, kita ito.
So he said he saw a lot of babies that's been put together in the bayonet. Oh. So happy birthday Lolo Gundino. 89 years old na ka, sir. Sa paggagubat, sir, kuan ka, sir. 12 anyos. So unsa man imong experience sa gubat? I'm greeting him happy birthday and asking him sa wala ka unsa experience nimo lo?
Sa gubat.
Panahon sa gubat ba? 12 anyos man ka ato.
Ilalo ko di aning langob din isuod ko nila sa akong dinikanan.
Naidlangob diha?
Na.
Dia mo puyo.
Na.
Onya. Wala kay kuan dia? Kay budngan?
Na bala.
Mao ba? He said there's a big cave here that him and his family used to live during the war. It's quite a deep tunnel. Mura siya tunnel dito lo. A deep tunnel. Pero kisa man kimo anak.
Daan nila.
Mao ba? It's not a man-made tunnel. It's a natural tunnel that they live around here. Doon ra diha lo, layo pa.
Ay di kay layo na lang diha lang nahawan na.
Nato niya kunong tanaw. Mao ba? So it's a natural cave that they live him and his family during the war. Na mo ani jud ang mga Hapon diri lo?
So na.
Nakakita ka lo?
Oo.
So
kalibanga nga among mais diha nga nagpundok.
Unsaon nila?
Ilang gipundok to na ang mesa ba kay gubat naman. Niabot sila na ni nilaka. Tumbayan ni Tiwanso. Kalibangan oy.
Buang
nga hapon. Kalibangan.
So, buang man sila eh. So they can remember that they have harvested all their corns all ready to go and to be sold, and the Japanese come here just passing by and just do their business. Let's do their crapping on their harvested corn, so they can't do nothing because they're hiding on the cave, and then they just scrape all the what's dirty from all the Japanese show. Daghan ni kang Hapon lo, like a whole troop was stepping on their crops that they have already harvested and put on sacks, and they have to throw away all the ones that has all the dirt of the Japanese. Yung mga wa mo kuan lo kanang gipang priso ba?
Patay oy.
Sa kanang waton ba kanang kuan nila na.
Basta yapta nila patayon gyud.
So and because all their neighbors, that's why they have to live on caves, because all their neighbors has been killed if you saw you around. That's why they keep on hiding, and like Lula was saying, that's why they hide on baskets. So they won't be seen by the Japanese. Na kay mga kaila nga gipatay jud nila lo. There's a lot of that she knows. His relatives, cousins that was not able to hide immediately. They're killed by the Japanese. Pusilon dayon lo.
Pusilon.
Wala oy.
Pusilon dayon sila.
Bisag wa kay gibuhat nga agi ra ka. So anyone that they saw not hiding, so they have their planes as well around this area looking for people to shoot. Silon jud mo ra sige mo panago.
Likam tago anang pangpang na mga bangag.
So they have to have
singandon ka mo sa plano. Kitang ka.
Gubihan no. So they have to hide even in the most dangerous places like cliffs, caves on cliffs, anywhere that they think the Japanese will not go. That's why they live here as far as this Sitio Udlum. And they live further here, like 10 kilometers from the main road before. And if you are seen, even if you're the planes of the Japanese, if you are seen like on the cliffs and you'll still be seen, they get shot. Gabi halo, no? Kanang
Kanila gani ato, lagi. Mga civilian patay yun.
any civilians wiped out during the war because his cousins, bisag bata, lo? Young and old, babies.
Panuhugon mga bata.
She said they got bayonet that they barbecue the kids. Bayoneta tuhugon jud. So nakakita ka lo.
Oh, kita ito.
So he said he saw a lot of babies that's been put together in the bayonet. So kaluoy lo, no? They are just civilians because they come here looking for civilians because this is like connected to the hills of Tabunan. So this is Tap. Gabi halo, no? Na imong papa, imong pamilya lo, pila mo kabuok lo? How many you are in the family? I was asking him. Sir, there are 9. Dala na. Mana suon 9 children is where she comes plus Bibi. So 11 in all, including the 2 parents. Unya luno niya, masige ra kada adlaw mo ato magtan-aw sa kung asan hapon.
Oo. Maliit.
So that's what they do. Like they take turns. There's Japanese, there's planes. Planes, Japanese soldiers, anything, because any civilians, young and old, even babies, no excuse, has to be wiped out. And that's what Lulu's experienced during the war. What jud kay kanang tapsing lo nga hapit ka lo.
Wa.
Nara jud mo sa langob jud na puyo.
Ay agi pagawa. Kay gawa ka kitang ka.
Pila mo katuig dito puyos langob. His parents is very protected of them. That's why they live in the cave. And he's gonna show me later where the cave he's living. The children are not allowed in. They are just fed inside. It's a big cave, he said. It's like a tunnel. Taas ka ng kulanguba, lo. Wasi mga bitin.
May tubig sa alcohol.
Mo ba? There is a stream of water that they get the water from inside the cave. So they're happy not to get out of the cave. But all they could hear, their parents come in and tell them that so-and-so baby, your cousin here is killed. So-and-so's babies are all bayoneted. And pila jud mo katuig dito lo, dugay kaayo mo nagpuyo dito lo.
Dugay na puyo ni ato pamahusay, diha gimi. Pagkahusay usa may magawa.
So they lived there, and then someone was saying to them that the war is over. That's when they come out of the cave. But if not, they still keep on hiding. That's why Lolo, unsay imong experience sa pagkaon ato lo?
Wala pagkaon ato mga
Gabi.
Ting kahoy.
Nya unsa man to mga on man kun mo sa inyo sanina ato lo?
Ang uban mga usanina.
Wasad ma'am, ang kanang mga usanina sa Surya pas among gilikanan ato. Katong gubat sa Espanyol. Gubat sa among naabdan hapon man.
So their parents have reached the World War I, katong the Spanish War. That's when their parents, the parents of Lolo Gudvino, is the one that's eating their clothes. Motong makaon nila lang sa nina. Look, itong ka. So gubat sa Espanyol, the Spanish War. It's their parents that has experienced eating clothes. Mo de tula. Unsaon nila pagkaon nilang gagmay-gagmayon nila lo.
Oo.
So that's what their parents were saying, that their experience that they have to shred their clothes, and because what they reach is the World War II. So ana lo, wa ka experience ng kaon-kaon sa mga kuan lo sa sanina. So it's their parents who told them. So they're just ato mo mananom sa langob o sa gawas. So they just plant anything that crops that they can eat. But it's the parents that told them that during the World War One, they have to rely on eating on their t-shirts because otherwise they'll be starving kay ang di mo kaon sa sanina lang mga matay lang no.
Oo, may makaon.
Yeah, because people who refused to eat their clothes during the Spanish War. Napaday na nadiriro na naka-experience ng buhi pa.
Ako kuhan. Dili gimatay. Ato yung bahay na inahog sakaan na magmais niya. Libanga sa pun. Diya mamatay.
Gipatay siya. So they said that his uncle who owns the rice field or the cornfield where the Japanese are crapping on. So he was able to see him, like his head had been cut off by the Japanese. So you know that was mo to mahadlok na jud kay mo atulo. Giihaw lagi. Giihaw gid anak. So like that's the experience that really makes them they don't come out of the cave anymore because they after in the morning when the parents told them that Uncle Juancho was gone and they asked him what happened because they was just harvesting corn at that afternoon. He was, killed by the Japanese, and then he saw himself how he was killed, and that was really scary for him until now that the head was separated.